now invite Mrs. Andie de Arment, the Cultural Officer of the U.S. Consulate, to address the gathering and to introduce the Mayor of Carmel, Mr. James Brainerd.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. This is my second time in the city, and I always enjoy coming to Kerala in general. Even more so when I get to bring U.S. speakers and experts like Mayor Brainerd from Indiana. Usually when these speakers come, they talk about a variety of issues. So maybe renewable energy or combating gender-based violence or talking about foreign policy. And I might know their work or see their things on the internet, but not have much personal experience. Purely coincidentally, I've actually been to Carmel, Indiana, and my sister has a home there. And so I've seen the things that the mayor is going to talk about firsthand, which is a unique perspective to have. Some of the topics he's going to talk about are literally some of the most important things that we're working on, both at the consulate in Chennai with our counterparts here in India, but also between the national partnerships and ways that India and the US are working together. Things like renewable energy, sharing technology, especially when it comes to energy and climate change or science and technology. Those are just some of the topics. He's going to focus on urbanization, about planning cities, about traffic control, about waste management. And that's the thing I think we need to remember, because as the days leading up to Paris and COP21 become closer and closer, and we look at climate change from this global perspective, which is so very important, we also have to remember that, just like M.A. Baby said, it's the people who are most affected. So when you walk outside of your house and you have trash all over your street, that affects you. If you can't breathe because of air pollution, that affects the common man. If, like in Chennai, where we have flooding that's horrendous because we have unpredictable monsoons or we have changes in weather patterns, that affects the common person more than anyone else. So I really applaud what he's saying about bringing it to a level where the people can talk about the things that are most important to them, but also making sure that they're partners in implementation. So that's something I hope that you'll see from the talk today. Also, what he talked about as far as transparency, I think you'll really be interested in what Mayor Brainerd has to say about their bidding process. How do companies in public and private partnerships get those contracts? How is it publicly available information? So that's something else that I think that will be interesting to learn. And just, it's my pleasure to have the mayor here, because as I was lucky enough to travel with Ambassador Richard Verma last month in Bangalore, and one of the things he said is the most important thing the US and India can do for humanity, not just for the US or for India, is find a way to spearhead these challenges of climate change, especially through renewable energies, reducing the carbon footprint. And this is just one way we can do it, looking at cities, looking at the things that we participate in every day, whether it's that traffic light that we stop at, whether it's throwing the garbage outside, and finding ways to make it cleaner and greener. So it's a great pleasure to have Mayor Brainerd here. Everyone else said all the great points about Carmel, Indiana, and what he's accomplished in his 6 terms, so I thought I will not repeat that.